Yeah. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. You know what we do, man. Sunday School Show, still authentic right here. My brother Cookster, hits101radio.com. You know what time it is. And I am proud to announce today's guest. Today's guest, I've been knowing her for years and years and years. Coming up as an MC, coming up in Santa Ana, the hip hop scene. Man, it's always a beautiful occasion when I get to see her and I get to have a conversation with her because I've been getting so much game for years. That's why I'm here today. It's one of those most very important, influential people in Orange County hip hop, West Coast hip hop, live shows, and artist management. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce my beautiful friend, Janet, SES Management.
Yay.
Mama J.
That was the best introduction ever.
Stop it, girl.
No, it was.
Stop. I was about to get emotional. I was like, not right now, not today.
No more crying.
No more.
Hey,
no
crying
more.
is good.
Yeah.
Crying is good. I cry. You know.
I cry.
We having a moment right now.
We're having
Hey, why not?
Is it hey, Ja Rule looking at the camera with that tear coming down? I remember that video. It was a Mary J. Blige or it was a Mary J. Blige.
Oh, what was it, bro?
Ja Rule, Mary J. Blige video, I believe.
Oh, when they were crying or what?
I Cry. It's a song. It's
Oh,
Ja
I
Rule's
thought they were
song.
crying.
Yeah, well, Ja Rule was, man.
Oh.
But Janet, you're
Yes,
here.
I
You're
am
here.
here.
It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
It's always real. Because
Yes.
we get Mama J. The mic snatcher.
the mic snatchers.
The people that read it out there, they might not know. They like mic snatcher. Like, what does that mean, right?
I know. So look,
Mm.
I got that name from literally snatching mics from people on stage years
On
ago.
stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's really, I don't do it to be an asshole, even though, can I cuss on
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Because y'all know my mouth.
It's all good.
Okay.
That's why we got you here.
Not to be an asshole or anything, but to kind of teach the openers, like, when your time is up, your time is up.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect the show ever. But, some of them try it, so got to snatch their mics.
Yeah, and you've been a promoter for years.
Yeah.
For years. Do we have a number on those years, or we
Oh
just
my
saying
gosh.
years?
So I just turned 57, which means we're looking at now 35 years.
35 years, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
35 years.
I know, doing the most, huh?
I mean, well respected.
Thank you.
That's what I love about you, and I highly respect you. And I tell people like, hey, man, she's a real one. Every time
Thank
you've been, from the years that we started doing the Sunday School Show, from the morning you've been here.
Yeah.
So 35 years. Do you remember some of your first shows? Were they locally here in the Orange County, or where were they?
Originally LA,
LA.
and then I kind of got tired of the LA scene, so I jumped over to Santa Ana.
Hey, that's
Yeah. And Santa Ana, everybody was good to me.
yeah.
Everybody. Like the people of Santa Ana just kind
Very
of
welcoming.
Up. Yeah. Showed up for my shows. So kicked it in Santa Ana for years. Then jumped over to the observatory. And I was only running the stage for Out the House then. Shout out to Out the House, Droops. And I still do shows. I run the stage for Droops sometimes.
Okay.
And then I started doing my own shows.
Yes.
Yeah. I took
Hell
like a 15-year break.
From doing your own show.
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah. I just got tired of it.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. People don't understand. People behind the scenes, what we do.
They just want to show up and be a star.
Exactly. They just want to show up and show out, which is cool. Like, I'll let you do that. But at the end of the day, it takes a lot of work to do a show. And people need to recognize that.
Yeah.
That happens. There's not a lot of females out here doing shows.
No.
I make that call out every month, like, where's all the female promoters? And nobody says anything. So wherever y'all at, get at me. Let's do some things. Like,
Hey,
come
ladies,
on, y'all.
come out.
Let's go. I'm all for women empowerment.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand the struggle that females go through being promoters.
I bet.
So
I bet. I could understand just females in general, but now you're in charge of giving an artist some time to shine. And if that artist is not ready, you're not going to give them that time.
no.
I can't put you out there. My
Can't
name
do
is in
that.
jeopardy.
Exactly. People don't understand that. But at the end of the day, I try to give everybody a chance till you mess up. So
The mic snatcher.
then the mic snatcher will be present. But, it's all about, for me, it's always been about the artist. It's never been about me. It's never been about my brand. It's never really been about money, none of that. I just really wanted to help artists. So, and I still want to help artists.
Yeah. So, have you met another female promoter in the 35 years?
I've not really.
Not a promoter, maybe a manager, huh?
I've met a lot of female managers. I've met, female video people. I don't know what they call them, what the proper word is now. They used to be video vixens.
Video vixens.
Well, they started off as video hoes.
Hey.
And then we made it proper and called them video vixens. So I don't even know what the political thing is now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see a lot of females in videos like that either anymore.
No.
So I think that things are changing a little. The role's kind of changing. But, hey, get at them, girls. Keep doing your thing.
I know. I the ones I see, they always ask me, "Hey man, when are you gonna have this female in your video?" This, and I'm like, "Well, you gotta." I have to connect the dots.
Yeah.
Before I get a high profile name or something like that. We're getting there. Ooh, we're getting there. El Dante video is gonna be popping.
As long as it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. But much respect to the females. Much respect to the women in power.
Yeah.
And I think if you guys start clicking up together, because I know there is some, but they just don't know what to do. They're kind of lost, and then they're in the hip hop game, and they'll get lost in the whole scheme of things, and it's easy to get distracted. How do you stay focused?
That's not very easy in a male-dominated industry. But what I would say to females is don't ever stop, because they're going to try to make you stop. And they're going to put you in the background. Stay in the forefront. Just keep doing you. I was always brought up to make my presence felt in a good way everywhere I go. So I've always tried to do that. I don't step in the building. How you see me today is how I dress when I go on stage.
Yeah.
Because, I just don't give a shit about all that other stuff, all the fluff and all that. You know what I mean? That's not what it's about for me. But for me, it's more getting the artists on stage, giving them their time. And I'm not even talking about headliners, because even when, now that I do my own shows, even the headliners, like, that's cool, whatever. I'm still looking out for the opener. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the next guys that are coming up. Let's go on and look out for them now. You know what I mean? So yeah.
That's beautiful, man. And I know there's always out there somebody starting out, and even the headliners, they know that.
Yeah,
they know that, but the headliners want to get their bag.
It's all about the bag for them. But at the end of the day, they know where they came from. They know where they started. They remember being an opener. You know what I mean? So, and I don't let them forget that.
Yeah.
Either.
Quick question: is there a headliner that stuck around or actually waited to see the performers that are starting before him? Like, how you got the green room or whatever back room you have for the headliners, and they're kicking back. They're already in the building. Is there any headliner that came out and wanted to see the opening acts or the up and coming artists?
I will say probably Future.
Future
did it once at the Novo years ago. I was kind of shocked. He just came on stage and just watched.
Yeah.
Introduced himself to each opener after they walked off the stage. So shout out to Future. That was dope. I don't see too many headliners come out.
Not too many, but shouts out to them.
Shame on them.
No, shouts out to them.
Most of the time they're trying to get in their zone.
They're getting ready. Yeah,
I think people don't realize once they make it to that status, they think that it's all good. They still get nervous.
Nah,
they still got to get in their zone. You know what I mean?
Is the observatory upstairs, right? The green room that it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. I haven't been there in a while, so I'm assuming it's still upstairs.
I've never been. I'm not that guy.
Oh,
I'm not that guy.
You ain't missing nothing.
But the whole thing is, I wish if they had. Do they have a window looking into the audience from that green room?
The last time I was there was a window. I haven't been there probably since pre-pandemic, so I don't know what it is now. But they did have, I think people don't realize in every green room there's either a TV or a window somewhere. So they can always see what's going on
Yeah,
stage if they really wanted to.
I was at a show a year ago with the MB Riders, Amanda Perez, Dolly Girl, and they had like a green room upstairs, and you could see everybody performing, and you could see the crowd, and guess what? It was electrifying.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah,
it makes a difference.
It was dope seeing people have a good time, and then you're getting ready for your performance, and I was just like sitting right up there, and I was I was there with Dolly Girl, set up shop music, and I was all like, oh, this is dope, man. I'm with Epidemic and the whole crew, and the people were right there. You see people with their photo booth. I mean, not photo booth. Their actual merchandise booth. And they're selling their merch, and then you look to your left, you see the people just interacting, singing to the songs, and I was like, hell yeah, that shit was
It's such a dope feeling.
Yeah.
Just to, even to witness that is a dope feeling.
Shouts out to LA, man. We was in the hood that day. What is one of the most hood spots that you went to and you was like, damn, not let's get out of here, but let's stay vigilant? Was it San Diego? Yeah, I know you've been everywhere.
I know, but if I've been to a hood spot, I don't get treated like that, so I probably don't pay attention.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I really don't.
It's just me growing up in the 90s. I was like, shit, the hell's going on? What you got in your hands for?
What are you reaching into? Like, everywhere, people always ask me, I feel secure
being a
everywhere
germaphobe, I mean, he's always aware of his surroundings. So.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be aware of your surroundings.
I try to be.
Yeah.
No, he's ultra aware of his surroundings. One thing being aware that he's ultra aware.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man.
You don't have to
sorry.
know it out on it, but
it's all good. It's true. It's
you do have to be, especially nowadays. You really got to be aware of what's going on.
That's true.
I'm so motivated. Like, I'll be going in a public restroom. You wash your hands, and there's somebody else there, and I'll be like, all right, I'll wash my hands. Somebody else didn't. Don't shake that person's hand. I'm that guy.
Oh,
I'm that vigilant. I'm like, don't shake his hand, dog. He didn't wash his hand.
Well, you gotta be kind of like that too nowadays.
That's what he knows me
and
for.
y'all know you're supposed to wash your hands anyway.
Wash your hands, man. Wash your hands.
Wash
20
your
seconds.
hands.
20 seconds. But so you've been to not, things you don't have to worry about. We always talk about food. What is one of the spots that you can't wait to go grub afterwards? And what is it? The Garden app? I know you've been to Novo. I know you've been in San Diego. What's one of the spots that you're like, you know what? I can't wait. We got a gig over there.
Let me say this. Spot. I always eat at the Garden app now.
You always?
Always. There's not a show. Even if I don't even have a show up there, if I just go up there to hang out, I always eat at the Garden app. Their food is bomb.
Is it? What is it that you get? What did Mama J get?
The loaded fries are bomb. And now they got some garlic, I think garlic and lemon pepper chicken. Oh my God.
We just
they killing the game today. Over there. Ooh, they killing it.
Yeah, man. I like it, man. I'll be getting some lemon pepper wings, and I'll get some fries on the side, and you know how it has that lemon pepper sauce on it? I dip that and work my magic and be like, hell yeah, man. You're getting me hungry.
I know, right? I need to leave here and go over to the Garden app and eat.
Garden app.
What time is it?
Okay. Time control. Let's speak on that. I love segues. Time control.
Yes.
Mike Snatchin. We spoke about it a little bit earlier. Time control. How do you manage time on a show?
I think going into the show, because everybody knows I don't play about my stage regardless. So a lot of people don't understand, like, I'm so hard on, like, the openers and even, like, other promoters, even if it's their show, I'm still hard on them. Because when that headliner wants to hit the stage, I don't want to be the one to tell him, oops, we're behind because we just got behind on the show. Yeah. They don't want to hear that shit. They're going to hold us to the contract just like we're holding them to a contract. So, and it's also a teaching lesson for openers, too. Like, if you got a 15-minute spot, you got 15 minutes and that's it. And you need to respect that. So, yeah.
Do you let them do their thing, or do you prep them and be like, look, man, I know you're an opener, and I know you're here opening up for this great artist, but you need to make the people that came to see him want to see you. You need to show out.
Actually, I don't, because typically I don't book the openers.
Okay.
So I don't really, but a lot of them, like, they know me, that have been around for years or whatever. So there's an expectation. Yeah. Regardless, because you're on somebody else's show. Yeah. So regardless if you're getting paid or had to sell tickets or whatever, you're still a part of that show or that tour. So the expectations are for you to go out there and do what you're supposed to do, be professional and kill it.
Yeah, you never
Period.
know. You might
You
get a
never,
handful of fans.
ever know. Like so many openers have gotten signed just by being at a show performing. You know, the industry's changed a lot, so you don't have a lot of people getting signed left and right and all
Yeah.
that. But don't get it twisted. Somebody's always watching you. Somebody's
man.
always watching.
In the hip hop lowrider culture, man. Desi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was like a few summers ago. I was already up on him because I was a big Kendrick Lamar fan, and he listened to him. He reminded me of Kendrick, K Dot, and I was like, oh, that's dope. And you know, he kept it funky, and he saw a lane, and man, he embodied that lane. He started becoming that lane. And when I go to lowrider shows, you know how much I listen to his music outside of my playlist, and I'll be like, damn. So when I see him over there at the Garden Amp, I'm like, that's dope. That's really dope because I see everybody like, hey, have you heard from this guy? Have you heard? And I'm like, yeah, man. And being a hip hop head, we already knew him. And now it's the culture, the lowrider culture is like listening to him. They're like, oh, check this roll out, check this. And it's a beautiful thing that he was able to capture also and extend his artistry into that culture.
Yeah, his growth is incredible.
Yeah, man. So other artists that have surprised you, up and comers, not to throw their name out there, but it's in a nice way, like, hey man, you guys did your thing.
You know, Pookie, who claims he's not a rapper. Been claiming that for years. Pookie's doing his thing right now.
Nice.
Like Nephew's out there doing his thing.
Yeah.
I think all his hard work has paid off. It's going to continue to pay off. Who else is out there? Zoe Sama. He surprisingly surprises me all the time. You know, I thought
going.
The first time I saw him, I was like, he hard, but tired of the gangster. But he's different.
That's what's up.
And he's real.
Yeah.
And you can't take real away. You know what I mean?
That's
so
dope.
I think he's gonna blow up.
Man, that's really dope, man.
Yeah. I think he's gonna blow up. Then let's see who else. So many openers, man. Young LA.
Young LA. Yeah, he's out there.
Man.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
If they don't hurry up and jump on him, I don't know what.
Man.
He's another one. Let's see who else is out there. I'm trying not to say my artist because that would just sound crazy.
I could shout out Eric Lee.
But
Shouts out to the Guillotine.
Guillotine and Nuisance and
Nuisance.
the whole 500 Hertz crew. Got some bangers coming. I was just with them yesterday.
Nice.
Listening to an all new album.
Hell yeah. You know where to bring it.
Yes.
You know where to.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to release that here first.
Come on now. Show me that love.
Yeah.
But
and then, so
that's what's up. What is on your playlist right now? Driving over here, were you on a like just calm mode, or were you turning up? What's on Mama J's playlist?
So when I do get a chance to listen to music, I listen to my artists.
Okay.
There's not too, unless like artists specifically send me their music, which they do all the time.
Yeah.
But I try to, like, I go through emails once a week, and I spend the whole day just listening to other artists' music or whatever.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope that you take the time out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
listen
And
to
I
them.
always respond to their emails, all of it, just because, they need that feedback. And they want that feedback, no matter how good, how bad they are, whatever. I'm always, I keep it real with everybody.
Yeah, you have to.
If you send me your music, just know I'm going to keep it real.
Got to keep it real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So Mama J, you're 35 years. What are some of the key spots that you're like, all right, man, let me see. I've seen how many DJ Quick. He's a staple for us. You've seen him at the Observatory. You've seen him at the Garden App. You've seen him at the Novo. What's the one in San Diego?
Music Box.
Is that what it's called? Music? I haven't drove into that one yet because I would have to stay over there.
I know.
I would have to stay over there.
Diego shows just like, okay, I got to stay the night. I ain't no going home the same night.
He's one of my top 5 producers. How does seeing his set evolve every time? What does he do? What does DJ Quick do to not just, it's never the same set. What is it that he does? Does he bring a He's allowed to bring a band, right? Yesterday he had a band.
Yeah, sometimes he has a band. I think the days of just seeing Quick on stage with a mic are over and been over for a very, very long time. If he's not, with the MPC, if he's not DJing, if he's not performing, he's bringing on special guests. Like, he just reinvents himself literally on stage every show.
And
like, you get something different.
I know in
every
Orange
show.
County, we have the blessing to be able to see him, but it's always been different.
Yeah.
It's always been, and shouts out to Bone Thugs, also Lazy Bone, my brother Lazy Bone, man. Shouts out to him, Wishbone, Crazy Bone, and I see them, Flesh and Bone. Shouts out to them, and I got to see them on their anniversary right there at the Observatory. I was trying to see them over at the Garden app, but that was out of their control. There was the airplanes.
That was literally the first time I ever had anything go bad with a show.
But it was Lazy Bone still.
Yeah,
still
what's
showed up.
crazy? Like, literally that whole day we were trying to figure it out, and we were like, okay, it's gonna be fine. 2 of them are gonna show up. 4:00, I get off the freeway to go to sound check and get the call that the show has to be canceled.
And like, no.
And I'm like, okay, this is all bad. So I pull up to the venue. There's literally 200 people in line at sound check. I'm like, okay.
We love our Bone Thugs in Harmony.
Yes. So, like, I go inside. Everybody, I'm losing it at that point. Like, oh, my God, what are we going to do? I think I'm crying in some more. Everybody just started calling me. My phone just started ringing off the hook. What can we do? We'll do whatever to help. The Big A's, Bobby D, his whole team.
Shouts out to Bobby D.
Everybody kind of stepped up and was like, well, it's okay, it's okay. And then Position, who's Bone Thugs.
DJ Position.
Yes, DJ. And he's a great artist.
Yeah.
Walks up to me and hands me the phone, and he said, Lazy's on the phone. And I'm like, okay. This is okay. So Lazy's like, I'm on my way, sis. Don't worry about it. I'm like, okay.
We love Lazy Bone.
Yes, we do.
We love Lazy Bone as much as we love Eazy-E.
Yes.
I want Lazy Bone to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's crazy is I think, Lazy out of everybody kind of gets the bad, he's the bad boy of the group or whatever. But he's the one that always comes through.
Yeah, I think.
It doesn't matter. Anybody that talks about him, they'll tell you stories of how Lazy just came through and pulled through.
Yeah.
So shout out to Lazy for just being dope and giving a damn about his fans and
That's
about
love.
the culture.
Yeah. And shouts out to Busy Bone. I love Busy Bone.
Yeah.
He's
and crazy that night, that whole night, everybody worked for free.
I heard.
Yes, everybody just showed up and was like, we're going to do this. Yeah, so I felt humbled, blessed.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how great that night was.
That was in 200 people already.
Yes.
At sound check. And this is the thing that we see, we're going to see DJ Quick. We get to see him again. It's a different show. It's a different ambiance. You're going to get a different, and what I love about Quick, his emotions are shown every time. So every single time you get Mr.
I think
Quick.
the last time we had Quick at the Garden app, he literally partied in the crowd with the fans. And we hadn't seen that from him before at the Garden app. So I was like, okay.
Last time he went, I think, off the stage. Infrared was there. It was at the Key Club when they were going to close it. And remember in LA, it was me and DJ Fuse from 92.3 were there. And I talked to him all the time because we had our cups. Quick, he loves showing love. And I was like, come on, Quick, let me toast you up. Infrared, his nephew, shouts out to Sugar Free. And then he just pulled us up and we was just having a blast. And I'll never forget that. And then guess what? I started going to Observatory to go see Quick, started following the Novo. Shouts out to Quick, man. And, being more than just a fan, being an artist also, and just picking up game.
Yeah.
Picking up game on that. So there's a lot of highs. There's a lot of lows. So you took a 15 years break from throwing your own shows. You don't have to go into detail, but why? And now we back. Why we back with it?
I took a 15-year break, honestly, literally just because I kind of got burnt out on it. And then I wanted to figure out another way to help artists on a bigger level. So it was fine doing like the little shows at the small clubs or whatever, but I was like, okay, this is getting boring for everybody. So took a 15-year break to help out other people and their brands, which I don't have a problem with doing that. I love helping people. But I got lost in doing that because I got lost behind other brands, which, that's fine or whatever. And that's all me. Is that me doing that? That's
it's okay.
Me. Sorry.
You're good.
So took a 15-year break to kind of focus and just really find a few set of artists that I really, really wanted to work with.
Yeah.
So did that and then started helping Out the House run the stages for their shows. And then one day I was at the Garden Amp and the owner of the Garden Amp came to me and was like, hey, I could use your help. So we met or whatever. And that's how I started doing my own shows.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Which is crazy because I don't even think he realized at the time that you were really asking the only Black over 50 person that was still doing shows.
Yeah, but experience.
Oh, yeah.
It's and no nonsense, and what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
And you call it, call it for what it is. What is it? You call a strike, or how's that saying, Cookser? You call a ball, or strike a strike. There's a saying. I was hoping.
And I watch baseball, bro.
And it's so with that, I know, man.
You got me stumped.
So like a ball. I call a ball, strike a strike.
What?
It's something, man.
It's a philosophical question. Talking about the game here.
Oh man, reminded me of a Dave Chappelle skit. It was funny. I love Dave Chappelle. So with having your own shows, what could we look forward to on your own shows? Could we put a little bit out there, give them a little tease?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm kind of tired of doing hip hop shows. So you'll probably see in 2025 me step in different genres and do some different things. I'll always love my West Coast homies out here, and I will always throw West Coast shows forever and a day till I leave this earth. So that'll never change. I always got the West Coast, but yeah, I want to do some Latino shows. Want to do some R&B. Gonna dibble dabble in a couple rock shows, talking to a couple people. So yeah.
Oh man, we going everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Universal.
Everywhere. So I want to do
music
that
is universal.
Next year, and then I have a side project that I'm not gonna give a lot of detail on, but I'm going to bring kind of like the MTV Unplugged back.
No way.
Yeah.
We would love that.
Yeah, something a little bit more intimate for artists.
Yeah.
And it's going to be up and coming artists. I'm not going to do the big headliners. Y'all see them at shows. So y'all know their story already. Yeah. I think it's time we start looking at our next generation.
I think that's going to be
and
dope.
And let them tell their story. So,
man.
Yeah. Working on that.
Something with a little bit of live instrumentation along with the company. Huh? That sounds
definitely.
dope.
Yeah. I'm all for the live bands.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
So, we all have a story to tell as artists, and I'm glad that you're allowing people to jump on your platform to be able to showcase their artistry and tell their story. So the Latino music, I mean, do you listen to it currently right now, or is it when you're at shows you're like, you know what, I could fucks with this?
Most of the time, if I'm at a show, I could be like, okay, I can fucks with that.
Yeah.
However, I just started listening to Peso Pluma.
Okay.
Because I didn't have a choice. Everybody talks about this kid.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me go see what this is about.
I think he drives around Santa Ana a couple of times,
Yeah. The way they play the guitar on his songs, it's something special.
Yeah. So, been doing that. Everybody keeps telling me to look out for Amanda Perez. She's a rapper. I don't know who she is.
Amanda Perez. She's a singer.
Singer?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I gotta look her up because her name keeps coming in my inbox for whatever reason.
She has good songs. Latinos are out there and they have a good following.
Yeah.
There's also that new neo soul oldies, kind of like the Sacred Souls, Church Toledo kind of people.
Right.
They're out there too, like almost like reviving the oldies and stuff.
Shouts out to the SGV. That's where I get to hear my soldies out there. than DJ Tony G. But no, it's a good thing that you're keeping the genres open.
Mm-hmm.
I know over here there was a buzz when Peso Pluma was just everywhere. There was rappers jumping into the trap corridos.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call them, the trap corridos. And I know a lot of Orange County rappers jumped on that, which is cool because it's still their culture. It's something that's dope. And if they could do it and they do it great, I think on a live, I was like, you could never lose
Right.
with live instruments. Have you been to a Marisco's place where they come and play and they ask you, hey, you want to hear a song? Have you gone to any of those spots? Oh, okay. So over here, what's the main one? Would you say the Marisco spots in SA?
Usually like King Hector's.
Marisco's Hector's.
It's very common and right there on Broadway in downtown Santa Ana, by 4th Street.
Yeah, there's that one. And then what's the one, Costa Azul?
Costa Azul, and I think Guaritas too. They're like an after like late night kind of thing. They pops up too.
Yeah, so we
I just found about that place because my brother was there.
Oh yeah. His brother
came,
from
he came
Atlanta.
from Georgia, came to visit, and he's like, I'm here at Güeritas. Like Güeritas, that means light skin, light skin girl. I'm like, who's Güerita? Like the girl? Were you with the girl? Like, no, I'm at the restaurant. Yeah, I'm at the restaurant. Oh, I never heard about that place. It's a late night kind of thing.
Yeah. So those type of places, they'll bring a trio or a group that'll come and they'll do a request. And I've been seeing more and more doing we have what's that band that does the covers, 21 Questions? There's a guy that does
like a trio with guitars?
Yeah, and
I don't know who they are, but I've seen that.
They do hip hop ballads with the and they sound so beautiful.
Like a Mexican trio, yeah. They play like
Yeah. I gotta find them on Instagram. I'll send them to you because they have a following. Like they just do 21 Questions, a 50 Cent Nate Dogg song, and I'm not sure if they did the next episode, but they're pretty good. They're really, really good, and then they do their own new songs that they compose, traditional songs and hip hop songs.
Oh, wow.
They winning, girl. Ooh, they winning.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Yeah. So them, it's like chill, get a vibe, and you get a show. So yeah, that's dope of you though to be able to want to do that 2025. And how do you go about, like, I know some of the shows that have too many artists. And I'm sorry, but it's just too many artists, and it's a rush. How do you control that, or is it that's just how it is, just in order to be able to keep the lights on sometimes?
Well, I personally don't book shows with a whole bunch of artists like that. Just at the end of the day, right now, I feel like the industry's saturated with festivals, and people are doing these festivals with 30 and 40 and 50 artists on them or whatever.
It's a bit overwhelming, won't you think?
It is
very overwhelming. Not only that, the ticket prices are ridiculous now. Now they got the whole layaway plan. Like it's ridiculous what's going on in the industry right now. So I'm not gonna say I'll never ever do a festival, because I would like to do a festival, but I don't think I would do a festival on the level that people are doing them right now.
I've seen people be part of festivals and it looks amazing, and then they do their own show, and it's not a festival size crowd that's there. So it's like it's very humbling, but you just got to keep pushing.
Right.
As an artist, you got to keep pushing, because you do get humbled. It might not be the crowd that you think that. Social media is not real life.
Y'all stop going to people's page and thinking because they have a million followers that they really got a million followers. Because they don't. They're not going to show up to the show. There's not going to be a million people. Like, I'm so tired of people doing that.
It's hard as an artist to bring people out, especially in LA, Orange County, and the IE surrounding areas. You got so much to do. Like, I can't go to one bar and then I want to see my homeboy mix, then go to another one, and then I want to see at Proof Bar, I want to go see my homeboy Bust a Verse, which they have hip-hop shows at Proof Bar. And then I'm at Chapter 1, and then I'm at Mission Control.
I didn't know they were still doing hip-hop.
Yeah. They putting some stuff together. But stuff like that is like on a Saturday night or a Friday night, you're trying to do all these things. There's so much competition. So it's like, fudge, man. 10 o'clock, the amp has to close, right? How do you clear it out?
I think that people just know. It sits on a park. Yeah. So, like, all parks close at 10, beaches close at 10. So, we really don't have any problem. Like, the fans are really good at, like, just leaving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, guys. Bye.
Like, everybody just goes. They just kind of know. So,
but they make earlier shows, like, than your typical
They start
show,
at 5, right?
Well, yeah, like, typically we'll open doors at 5 or 5:30 or whatever. We close at 10. But it's never, at first I thought that was going to be a problem. Like, y'all
And people
are
not gonna
closing
leave.
doors when people are still coming out. Like,
we have a baptism. People don't leave. People
That's true.
like 3 a.m, 4 a.m. No, we're not leaving. We're not leaving.
So
We just did Uber beer. Or what was it? They bring beer to you now.
Oh yeah, they do that now.
They do that now. So it's okay. We don't have to drive. They drive over here.
I guess it's okay for if you don't want people driving drunk.
Yeah,
but it's also we're like a lazy America now.
Yeah,
like we don't even want to go to the store anymore.
It's
well, I still want to go to the store. But I know my conscience. When I'm already done, I'm done.
Oh yeah.
So, if I still have the ability to go to the store and then come back safely, then I'm good.
Yeah.
Do you partake on some drinking, Mama?
I'd rather smoke than drink.
Yeah, it's just like it's
if I do drink, I like have a vodka and something. You know what I mean? But other than that. Now, I did get stuck on micheladas for a long time.
Did you?
I'll always take a good michelada.
Shouts out to Michelada Rumble. I was talking about it today. Yeah, but it is one of those things that there is a lot of festivals, and I'm not talking ish on them, but that's how they have to put it together to make sense for everything, and then they have to get as many vendors as they can. And it's like that. I go to lowrider shows all the time, and it's a community, and I'm seeing the same vendors everywhere I go. So I try to be like, hey, you know what? I got you on the next one.
Right.
I'm gonna get you on this one just for you to be able to pay for your vendor spot.
Yeah, look out for them vendors, man. They're so important to a show. It's crazy because I don't even do a lot of vendors at my shows. I haven't yet. I don't know. Maybe I should try that. I'm always trying to think outside the box, but.
Just make the ones that make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of that, I know you're gonna start booking them. The type of shows, do you go based on? Are you gonna go based on talent, following? Because we need to pay the bills. We need to pay bills, and then as far as opening doors, like how are you gonna approach it when you're doing these shows? Besides just like hip hop shows, the Latino shows. The rock shows, because I know those rock shows over there at the Grove, at the Amp, they be popping.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely. At the end of the day, I don't care if it's hip hop, if it's rock, whatever genre it is. I approach all of them the same. So for me, it's got to make sense, business sense.
Yeah.
Period. And it's got to make sense for the fans, because at the end of the day, I want everybody to have a good experience, and that's the headliner.
Entertainment.
You know what I mean? That's the fans. That's the venue, the bartenders. I want everybody to have a good experience. So for me, that's not a genre thing. That's just making it make sense for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't done a show yet that I haven't sold out.
That's dope.
Yeah. So for me, like, I'm not trying to book 1,000 shows a month just to be doing shows. Like, it's really got to make sense to me for me to do a show.
And make sure that you come up ahead of it. Speaking of coming up, let's do a quick funk mix, my G. If it's cool, we're going to jump into the cut real quick. We'll play some tracks. Hits 101 Radio Sunday School Show. 5-6 tracks. Then we'll jump back. We'll come back. Is it cool if you hang out with us, Mama J?
All good. I got you.
Let's do it, man. My brother Cooks is going to jump in the tables. We back with it. Surprisingly, the shows. Let's talk about your camp. Can we boast a camp? Can we boast Eric Lee?
Of course.
Talk to me, girl. Talk to me. What's the camp been up to?
So, I was with Eric Lee yesterday with 500 Hertz, Nuisance, and Guillotine. Listen to their whole new album, their group album, which will be dropping soon. What else is going on? I don't want to give too much away on that one. Man. But I'm going to bring back the whole crew. We're going to do a whole SES thing.
Yeah.
And I'll bring back everybody because Panda's got new music dropping.
Panda.
Anthem just dropped Eric Lee Anthem, a.k.a. super producer, super everything. He just dropped new music as a solo artist. Plus, like I said, 500 Hertz has a whole album that we will be releasing soon.
Yeah.
Kitty will be back, and everybody keeps asking me about Meow, Miss Kitty.
How's she doing, by the
She's
way?
actually doing good. She just bought a new house.
She's a vibe.
Yeah.
She's a vibe.
In Cali or somewhere out of state?
No, she's out in Cali. Yeah. Yep, so.
She kept it real when she came here the first time.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
It was that Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And I was like going through some stuff. And then she was like, let me know. I was like, it's not that serious, but I appreciate you. Good looking now. She's like, no, let me know. Let me know. And I was
how we
like,
roll. That's how we roll.
Yeah. So I know.
For each other.
When can we see her again?
Kitty, you will probably see beginning of 2025. Actually, you'll see everybody, the whole camp.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
How do you prepare for a rollout?
Okay.
It has to be a full rollout.
Yes, it does.
You know, and we're talking about merch. We're talking about shows. We're talking about
shows,
social media,
radio interviews, social media. And by the way, I hate social media too. Just
Sorry,
like
Mama.
everybody else.
I'm sorry.
It gets on my damn nerves, but we all
Hey,
have to use it.
But you put pretty good meme jokes sometimes. Like some memes that you put the videos. I don't think.
FYI, our Sunday school show page is everybody.
The funniest one that when she put one with the homie with the is like a white kid with the green do-rag.
Oh
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
That's funny.
He's funny as hell.
She's a dope follow.
Yeah.
I can't even think of his name right now. I'm saying it in a while because I keep getting hacked.
Bastards.
Yeah, my IG got hacked. Like soon as I hit like 12K, I got hacked.
Haters.
And then just recently, TikTok somebody reported me as underage, so they took that account. And I had like just hit 18K. I was like, "What in the world?"
You can't recuperate that following, or you have to
I gotta start from scratch.
start. Bummer.
These
Yeah.
motherfuckers, man.
But
It's almost good as.
The guy DJ Frito, he told me a way around it. He says you have to pay for the verification
I ain't paying for
to
none of that.
avoid getting duplicate pages done of you and hacked and stuff like that. It was like $15. I don't know the price. You know, I see people with less of my following that are verified, and I'm like, okay, good. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, the verification check mark, whatever, it means absolutely nothing. It never meant anything, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it was just a way
it's
for them to make money.
It's willing. I mean,
You pay
there's
that for
different ways that you're
Twitter, no X.
X and Instagram.
Oh, you do that too?
Instagram is you could pay for it, which now means Facebook. But yeah, what would you recommend an artist to invest in themselves? What are some things that you could give some game on? Hey, you know what? Do this, do some Google ads, or do that. As far as the rollout that we were speaking about a little bit earlier, how do you recommend any game on that?
Yeah, I mean, doing the ads are fine, but at the end of the day, you're only hitting specific people for the ads. So, like, depending on what social media you use, like Facebook and IG, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? They're only going to let you see what they're going to let you see. Anyways, TikTok, I think it's more of a worldwide so your algorithm probably hits more people on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. I think they do that on purpose.
You know what I mean? But I think it's done on purpose, too. But it's whatever. With TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get rid of that too. Gotta live somewhat of a normal life.
I don't think normal's out there no more.
Yeah.
Normal's not normal no more.
I gotta figure out the TikTok has a certain algorithm. I believe if you stay on a video for long enough, it says, "Hey, you like this?" And it starts sending you certain stuff that goes with that algorithm.
Yeah.
The
I know some.
US hasn't banned it yet, right?
No, they wanted to do it with the previous administration, and then this administration.
They actually passed it, but I think it's going to be caught up in court. Yeah, TikTok will probably sue the U.S.
That they have to sell it. right?
I just don't understand how you make somebody sell their own company.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Because my thing is, your reasoning is for security purposes. Well, then that means, what's his name that owns Facebook and IG? He got to sell his shit too. Because he ain't no more secure than the rest of them.
Yeah.
So I think the whole thing is crazy.
Sometimes I go in these wormholes, these rabbit holes, and I be tripping out on that. I'll be falling for the certain stuff that they put out there, and I'm like, wait a minute, and then I have to do my research to make sure before I say something.
Yeah,
I'm like, but I know they were saying that certain people from a country were buying real estate around our military bases. I'm like, why though? What's the whole purpose of them buying to spy on us? And I was all like, well, they could do it from a satellite.
Yeah, you don't even need to buy no property next door to spy on somebody. So
depending what it's beyond me and you, and I'll be watching a movie and I'm like, damn, I'll be going that. But TikTok be a trip though.
Yeah,
because I'll mess with the algorithm, and I'll be listening to let's say prank calls. I'll listen to have I forwarded you a prank call? Oh yeah, you told me you don't have TikTok.
I don't have a TikTok.
He doesn't have TikTok. He goes, I don't have TikTok. Don't bother me with that.
Don't make me sound like I'm grumpy. I just said
I'm sorry. When you said it like that, you told me
you
get off my
and
yard.
they take it. And I said no, I don't want to go. And then I told him, and he said, nah, I don't want to go. Take it to the next level. The tone of voice misinterpretation. That's what it is.
I'm trying to find a medium to work with TikTok though. I'm not I finally figured out Instagram after how many years it's been a platform. But now I'm trying to get into
Instagram just for funny stuff and cooking. That's pretty much it. That's how I look at it. How to cook something or something like that. Don't look at me like that, bro.
Wow.
You're the one who passes me that stuff too. Recipes.
Y'all having a whole ass moment right now.
Yeah.
And what recipes are being passed to you, sir?
Pastas, tacos and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see?
So you know how to cook now.
I'm trying to. Sometimes I get something and try to cook it too, but you guys don't believe me, huh? That's all right though.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to. Next time I come, I'm gonna have to do a little taste test on that.
I know, for real. There's a whole page that you could go to Trader Joe's and you could make a 3-ingredient meals, 4-ingredient meals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I like. I'll cook with 10 ingredients. Too lazy.
Mama J.
Good Lord.
Mama J.
I need to teach you how to cook. Yeah. 3 ingredients.
No.
Well, 3 things that you could buy at Trader Joe's to make a meal.
Something that's accessible in the fridge,
Yeah. Oh. It's crazy. So they say, buy this from Trader Joe's, and then this from Trader Joe's. The bulgogi. So you make rice, and then you heat up the bulgogi. And then you cut some scallions or whatever you want to do, and you call it a day. That's what they call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Trader Joe's, they have everything already done for you, and then it's already seasoned, right? With who knows what citric acid.
You ever had cordon bleu?
Cordon bleu.
Yeah.
Been over 20 years.
You think that was a meal of kind of? I remember eating it back in my day in the 90s. Yeah. What are you looking forward to, Mama J, as far as music events? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to people getting back to just having fun.
Yeah.
And it not be such a task just to go to an event. Like it seems like now, just like we were talking about, you got to go find the tickets. You got to go do this.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's the VIP. Now there's the meet and greets. And like, who cares about all that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And people just want to go out and enjoy a good concert and have fun.
I was in Coachella last year.
I'm sorry.
The year before in Coachella. I know it was hot. Right. It was hot. It was in a neighbor. Google told me which neighborhoods I was in. Mm-hmm. Google told me which gangs were in that neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And Google, you could find which neighborhoods are there. Coachella's far. Mm-hmm. There was somebody that was feeling themselves, and guess what they said, Mama?
What?
They're like, "This is my only time to get out, and I want to make the best of it. What are you guys doing later?" And I was like, "Damn, shit." I got put on the spot. I was like, I gotta go home. It was like gotta get up out of here. But those are those things that the meet and greet.
Right.
Like, all right, so and so is in town. I want to make sure I get that. But I know what you're saying. Like, I was just like, damn. And I made a fan that day. I kept it respectful. You know, I told her like, hey man, I get paid to entertain. This is what I do. I appreciate you. Good looking out. Follow me. Stream my album. Put me on your playlist. Buy some merch on my website. And let's keep it moving.
Right.
But I understand those meet and greets. Now, no 1,500. No 1,500. I don't think I'd pay 1,500 for anybody to meet and greet.
I can't think of one person
That's
on
like
this earth.
It's like nah.
That's just ridiculous.
Dead or alive, maybe.
I
maybe
know. I can't even think anybody dead that I'd pay $1,500 just to meet them and take a picture with them.
Yeah, I know, just a picture. Nah, we got to do more than just take a picture. We better go to Never Everland.
You get something.
And spend the whole day.
You know what I mean? Like
spend the whole day on go-karts or something. Whatever we had to do, man. You know. Just
and then what are you saying to your fans? Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Just imagine the lines.
I'm not sure. Like, don't quote me, but yeah, that's some. That's
for a few minutes.
But just seeing them in line, paying that much money.
I don't know. He's a great artist.
I don't give a damn how great you are. Chris, knock it off with the 1,500. Stop acting like you broke, because you're not. Stop charging them girls all that damn money.
Bruno Mars, man. I love Bruno Mars.
I like Bruno, too. I just went to a tribute show for Bruno Mars.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually really good.
Wow. Impressive?
Yeah. He looked just like him, too, and everything. He was all short and everything. I was like, he was gigging.
I remember shouts out to the Santa Fe Swap Meet. They be doing a lot of tribute bands.
Man, they done came up.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Have you seen the new?
That's crazy.
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed too. The stage, I was like, are they serious? Because I'm born and raised from Cerritos. So I went to Santa Fe Springs my whole life. So to see it now, I'm like, what in the world? Like I would do a whole ass concert there. I would.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. The beer lines are still bad?
Well, the beer lines are a little better.
Okay,
but you know, you get yourself a little table in the booth with a number. It sounds great. Everything.
Yeah, it's totally different now.
Yeah, man. All them years that they were charging for them spots, finally, you got to remember, people come up and pop up. You know, all it is a big empty space.
Yeah.
For how many years was it like that?
Yeah.
Finally leveled up. That's good. And shouts out to them.
Yeah, but it's very, I was impressed. Like, wow, this is
nice. Yeah, I went a couple months ago. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
And people, do you have to pay extra to go see certain acts now? Or
I think the concert series they do, I think you have to pay extra.
Okay. That's where they get that bread from.
Oh, I think...
Yeah, because I know they charge the people that have their spots there. And you got to pay prime money, and you got to hassle. You got to make your money, and then the people that go in, well, how much is it? $2 now?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's $2.
$3-4 on the weekend, Sundays, and
really, I think I only paid $2.
Yeah. I'll be sneaking in. Nah, just kidding. Well,
the parking is free. We park for free.
Yeah, parking is free.
Well, yeah, parking's always free.
Yeah, no, but we that's one of those things with live shows you can't beat. I know I was talking about DJ Quick earlier, and I was saying how dope it is that you could see him 7 to 11 times, and it's a different show every time. It's a different Quick, and that's what I love about DJ Quick.
Yeah.
Same with Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
You know, I love Lazy Bone, Wishbone, Crazy Bone, Busy and them, Flesh and Bone, and Position. Man, much love to them. I love I love the album they did with Swiss Beats.
Yeah.
I just love Swiss Beats, and the production on that one, it was I believe it was Strength and Loyalty. But yeah, so the music that you're playing right now, we're gonna get ready for 2025. You're gonna be doing your own shows.
Yeah.
Strengthening the core of empowering women.
Yes. So I linked with Cece and Bianca because it's always been a thing for me to have an all-female cast running a show.
CC.
Cece typically hosts like a lot of my shows now. Bianca, she DJs all of my shows now. So we got our whole little girl gang thing going. But, from the time that I met them, because I haven't known them very long at all, we've just clicked.
Yeah.
And, when you find good people in this industry, you got to keep them close to you.
I know.
Yeah, because you don't find too many.
In the community, we love her so much, and we love you. And I can't wait to start being able to go to these shows more and more and see more familiar faces, especially being women empowered in hip hop.
And I'm still trying to put an all-female show together. It seems to be the hardest thing in the world to do, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah. I got a few female friends that MC. I know in R&B. I think it'd be a dope look.
Yeah. So every time I make a call out to, I need R&B or female artists, it seems to kind of just go sideways. You never hear. But I'm not giving up on that.
Shouts out to the IE. They have some dope R&B, girl. I'm going to hook you up right now.
I need to start going to more shows than IE. I haven't been to a show in IE in forever.
Shouts out to Noah James, Nick Nack.
Yeah.
Yeah, my good people.
I remember the first time I saw Noah James.
Yeah.
Like, his growth is crazy, too.
Yeah.
He's another one, like, dang, dude.
My brother's a vibe.
Yeah, he is a whole vibe by himself. Like, he could do a whole documentary series just by himself. Like, he's a total vibe.
He's on tour right now. So he's doing thing, man. Any last shout outs?
Shout out to every artist out there that's not giving up. Don't give up. I know it's hard and you feel like your back's against the wall, but just don't ever give up. Shout out to those major artists that are giving back to our up and coming artists. We're seeing a lot of that.
That's game.
Yeah, where everybody's starting to reach back and do songs with these artists and put them up on game. So that's a good thing to see, finally, because everybody's been asking for that for years or whatever. I don't agree with passing the torch type thing because, I don't care if you're 100 years old. If you're still selling out, then get on stage and do what you do.
Yeah.
You don't have to pass the torch, but I think it's good that we're seeing, we're looking out for our up-and-coming artists. So that's a good thing. Shout out to the Snoops, the Warren G's, the E40s, all of them that are, like, taking a step back and helping these younger guys. Obviously, shout out to Hits 101 for always having me. Shout out to my crew, 500 Hertz, Kitty, Panda, Tidy, Jungle. Hope I'm not missing anybody.
Man, my boy Jungle, man.
Shout out to Cece, Bianca. Shout out to the Gardnap staff for always looking out for a sister. Shout out to the Novo staff for always looking out for a sister. And all the other venues that look out for a sister.
Good looking now. Good looking now, man.
They always take care of me, man.
Hey, shouts out to you guys, man. And we got to make 2025 even bigger. And what we mean bigger is just opening up for other people that are very artistic and giving them that shine. And I know passing the torches, like I love seeing Snoop. I love seeing Daz and Corrupt. And it's one of those things I don't get tired of.
Right.
And I do see younger artists being a part of them also, and their tree that they're giving to it, and you're part of that, Janet. So I appreciate you, Janet. Ooh, am I gonna see you at CC's Carne Asada then?
Of course, I always support CC, man.
October 12th.
Anybody that's doing anything for the community, hit me. I'm always there.
Man,
I got you.
All right, Mama J, you ready, Cookser? From me, Cookser, my boy Cesar Rodriguez. SES Management Sunday School Show. Come on, we out.
We out.